So I was on a phone call with actually a potential recruit looking to join our organization, Honey Badger Nation. And they've been listening to a lot of our podcasts, the One Big Fire podcast. And they were like, man, I really love it. Really good information. Sometimes it just really inspires me to think bigger. And I'm like, oh, thanks, man. And he asked me, he's like, Al, where did you come up with this name, One Big Fire? And it's a great question. We've really I suppose we haven't really addressed it ever as to why did we name this podcast One Big Fire? And so I want to tell you the background of the story. It's actually super cool. So back in 2015, we were in Aspen, Colorado. Mike and Jay with their mastermind used to hold our mastermind every year at Aspen. It was right during the X Games. Super fun. Most of us in the group, we either skied or snowboarded. So it was a great time to get out west, hit the mountains, and Aspen's awesome if you haven't been there. So we're in the room, and this is right around the time when Jay Kinner, Michael Reese were starting to think about changing their strategy or their entire really business model when it referred to coaching. And they were trying to move toward a partner model. And so in 2015, Jay stood up there and he was kind of casting his vision to us all. And it said, instead of you guys paying us for this mastermind, wouldn't it be cool if we could take all of our fires here? There was about 40 of us at the table, right? And take all of our fires and put them together and make one big fire. And, obviously we didn't even know anything about EXP. We didn't even know EXP existed in 2015. So, what we were really thinking about was how could we take all of our independent brokerages? And we were kind of some of us were big teams at a brokerage, and some of us had our own independent brokerages. And how could we put all of our minds together, make one big fire? It's really what we were doing as part of the mastermind. So the One Big Fire, the thought behind the One Big Fire podcast and just the whole brand of One Big Fire is bringing everyone's energies together, all the positive energy, the like-minded people who want to get out there and do good, who want to win, who want to hit their goals, who want to improve their life, both in their business and personal lives. And they're always looking to be better and improve, and ultimately just, cast love and value among anyone that they come in contact with. So really that's where the story of the One Big Fire came from. Now, fast forward from 2015, what we didn't know is in 2017, we would take our brokerages and find this amazing business model of EXP Realty. It was a company we had no idea existed. It was put in front of me by one of my first real estate coaches, Cliff Freeman. Thank you, Cliff. And we kind of went from there and said, Jay was like, man, this is kind of the vision that we were thinking about in 2015 with NAEA partner. Instead of going the NAEA partner route, which would have been it was a big, heavy lift. The financial model was really tough to figure out. We put a lot of effort into trying to figure out how all of our teams and brokerages could work together on a national level. We just kept hitting brick wall after brick wall. Then we found EXP Realty. It was the platform that we needed, that we didn't need to create. It was already created. Glenn Sanford already created it. And it, as everyone knows now, it's publicly traded. There's ownership. When you think about the term rising tides raises all ships, that kind of is the premise of One Big Fire. It's everybody winning together, everybody pulling everybody up. It's the big producer pulling the producer that's trying to get up to that level, up to their level, opening up playbooks, not holding anything back. It's collaboration over competition. And really, the premise of One Big Fire is what's created our group, Honey Badger Nation. And so you may have been thinking, why are these guys calling it, this podcast One Big Fire? I felt that we owed you all an explanation. So hopefully that clears it up. And if you're interested in joining the One Big Fire, if you have a fire burning, you feel like you're out there on an island, you feel like maybe you're at a team or a brokerage where nobody's opening up their playbook. You're over there trying to figure it out on your own. Maybe you're ripping your credit card out and buying expensive masterminds or buying this, buying that, trying to get into groups where people are sharing. Guess what? We're doing that already. So go to albiestasek.com. You're going to find a ton of resources. There's a button right at the top. You can click that. I'd love to jump on a call, learn about your business, learn where you're trying to go from A to B. And if it's a fit, we can take it from there. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next pod.